I'm so excited to tell you the story of Lindy Olsen. Now, Lindy Olsen was a guest on our recent guest on XM radio show that I host every Saturday, and she's from Australia. She's the editor-in-chief of Oxygen magazine in Australia. She's amazing, great energy, incredibly knowledgeable about the world of life change and health and fitness, and I've got the coolest story to tell you about Lindy losing 55 pounds and going on to become a 5-time international body sculpting figure competitor champion. Amazing story. And don't forget, I tell people all the time, if you want to get a lift during your week, join our radio show every Saturday. XM channel 168 from 6 to 9 Eastern, 3 to 6 Pacific. I don't know what it is Australian time, but Lindy had her friends listening down there as well. On XM channel 168, or you can tune into davidessel.com, talkdavid.com, and listen to it live right there as well. So Lindy was amazing. So here she goes. She tells the story that, and it's about life transformation. And this is what I want you to get, is that, so many of us live this average life. So many of us live this life where we're just accepting the amount of money we have, the body we have, the relationship with God we have as being just okay. The love relationship just being okay. And Lindy's story, a story of transformation, is that kind of story that says we don't have to live like that. Not only don't we have to live like that, we should not be living an average life. So as she told the story, her and her husband 10 years ago go out to dinner with this bodybuilder, personal trainer guy, and during dinner he's telling her, Lindy, now Lindy's 55 pounds overweight, and he's telling her, women transform their lives all the time. They go from these people that lead average lives to being incredibly confident and secure. Some of them go into competitions, others just love the change that their body has taken. So she goes home that night and she's thinking, about how her life is so incredibly average and how it saddens her that her life is average. Her body is average or below average. Everything about her life is just average or below average. She decides the next day to go into this club. Maybe she's going to make a change. She walks in, she gets halfway up the stairs, she sees all these people in shape, and she decides to walk down the stairs. And as she's walking out of the gym, not even wanting to go in it, this guy at the top of the stairs yells to her, goes, "Hey, where are you going?" And she turns around and she's crying. And she looks up and it's this older gentleman who's a bodybuilder. He's got gold chains all over him, and she's shaking her head saying, "This is not the place for me." And he walks down the stairs and he puts his arm around Lindy and he says, yes it is. Let me show you. This is exactly the place for you. And he goes into the office and he sits down, and on that day began her most incredible life transformation. 4 months later, she's lost 40 pounds. Her husband had been out of town for 3 or 4 months on business. And he calls her up and he says, "Hey, come and pick me up at the train because, I can't wait to see you." And she goes, "I can't make it to the train. Come home and meet me here." So she's at home. She goes to the store. She buys this little red negligee. Now imagine this. She's lost 40 pounds since her husband has seen her, right? She's lost 40 pounds. So he comes to the door and he starts to open, and she goes, no, don't come in without closing your eyes. And you can imagine her husband's going, "Oh my gosh, what's going on," right? So when he finally gets in the door, she goes, "Okay." And he opens his eyes and he couldn't believe it. And she said the red lingerie, the negligee, stayed on about 30 seconds. Isn't that great? She said it was off in a heartbeat, and then she was off to the races. And since that time, she lost 55 pounds. As I said in the beginning, she's gone on to become a world champion, a body sculpting figure competitor. And to this day, her whole mission in life, her energy, her passion is all about helping people to transform their lives as well. Listen to this story. Lindy had to do the uncomfortable. She had to ask for help. Doing what we do, knowing what we know, ladies and gentlemen, is not enough. If you want to make more money, get a great body, get a deeper relationship with God, find deep love, you've got to go to the source. You've got to go to people who can help you. Ask for help and transform your life too. Don't forget to tune into the radio show, because that's all we do. We give information about life transformation. XM channel 168 every Saturday, 6 to 9 Eastern, 3 to 6 Pacific, or listen at talkdavid.com, and you can listen to it free if you don't have XM. If I can help you at all with your life transformation, we've been helping people for 25 plus years now. Visit me at talkdavid.com. Just send me an email. You'll see a place there that says contact us, and let me help you get on the road as well. Okay? Have an awesome day.